Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Pills and Games podcast. We got Sabrina. We got Ed.
It's a me, Eduardo. Let's go.
I'm gonna have to cut some of this out. There's too much delay. Unless y'all want to be ready with it, we can go for round two.
Let's do round two.
All right, is everyone ready this time?
No.
Yes.
Sabrina! I don't want to do this no more. That's it. I quit the podcast.
I'm
Ed, it's all yours.
Sarcastic, though. Anyway.
Ed, it's all your podcast now.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Pills and Games podcast. We got Sabrina. We got Ed.
It's a me, Eduardo.
And we got your...
Let's go.
I forgot there was more. And then we got me, Will the Gamer. Welcome back to another episode. Last episode, we talked about a couple things about like our perfect idea of a perfect day. I could have worded that better. Our idea of a perfect day. We even talked a little bit about the Drake and Kendrick beef. And yeah. We even talked about the new American Truck Simulator stuff. Oh, that's another topic we could talk about today, Ed. Regarding American Truck Simulator.
Oh yeah, because it's been released.
Because it's out now.
Last episode. Yeah, and we explored it.
Yeah. So yeah, why don't we hit the intro?
Be another one of those moments where you forget to mute us during the intro, so the intro is playing and everyone just hears us talking in the background. Is that going to be one of those moments?
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I don't get
because that's kind of why I went there. Because if it was recorded, then great, it's self-referential, and if it wasn't recorded, then great, no one hears that the self-referential bit is not correct. Words.
Anyway, guys, how's it going? I came across this video on TikTok like a few days after the podcast, after we recorded.
Okay.
People get pretty ballsy on the bus. I gotta say, people get pretty ballsy on the bus with what they do.
From the looks of it, this guy set up a hammock. It looks like between two poles on the bus.
Yes.
And I think the bus driver is trying to like reason with the dude or whoever this person is, try to get them down. That's what it looks like.
I remember watching this video. It's freaking stupid.
We're pretending like we didn't watch it.
But I did. I already said I came across it.
But you came across it? Okay.
Shut the fuck up, Ed. No.
Just play the fucking TikTok, you motherfucker.
How'd you... Never mind, it does say on the video that's TikTok.
It does say TikTok, yes.
Oh, that's Spotify.
I would like to see the sign that says no hammocks.
We've got a whole...
Where's the no hammock sign?
We got a whole list of things. No,
I can't see you can't see me.
If you don't come out of that...
I'm not here.
Call the police. No.
What?
No.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god. You can't stop me.
Well, oh my god.
Probably staged.
I said I won't stop. You see that?
Oh my god.
Yeah? I'm like an anaconda.
Oh my god.
What the?
You're gonna give yourself a concussion. You
No,
can't have a hammock in here, dude.
Come on, just drive the bus. Everyone's got places to go.
I don't think we can. Can you get down so we can get where we're going, please?
Now I'm a little less convinced it's staged. Because this actually sounds like pretty natural reaction when this shit happens.
Get down.
I'm not getting down.
But how the fuck did he get up there without anyone bugging him?
Get down. We have places to
And you can see right at the end, he like...
Yeah, he fell out. Yeah,
he jumped out.
Yep.
So, what are your thoughts on that?
I wonder
We
where
wanted something
that
a little
was.
more
I wonder where that was and like what agency that was that had to deal with
My
that.
question is, What bus is that? Like, I
It's
cannot
a
tell
Gillig.
from the
It's
inside. Is it a
100% a
Gillig?
Gillig. It's not a
Yeah, I
neutral. It's
recognize those
definitely a
lights.
Gillig. Yeah, it's a Gillig.
Oh yeah, I can see the bar over there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that too. I was using other clues to determine it was a Gillig. It's a Gillig low floor. Seems to be, I'd say, like 2006 to 2009, maybe 2010 latest.
Yeah.
Sliding window spec. Um,
Oh, it's a
so
sliding window. I haven't
I
seen
think it is a
those.
sliding window,
Whoa,
and I
whoa,
think
whoa!
I think it's a hybrid too. It looks like it could be a
I
hybrid
did
or a
not
CNG.
notice the sliding windows. That's
Well, I know that this one is actually a push-out window for the
yeah.
emergency exits.
So I know that for a fact. That basically convinces me that it's not in any of the transit systems that I use.
Well, yeah, obviously, because Gillig doesn't. It doesn't. They don't have Gillig buses in Canada, but they do in the United States.
Oh, okay, fair
And
enough.
judging by the looks, okay, 9953. So it might be a 1999 Gillig actually. So even older than I thought.
Yeah, I'm far more interested in this investigation of what bus it is just from a small TikTok than I am in actually the contents of the video.
Oh, here we go, Gillig.
Well, yeah, that's the Gillig website, but it's not going to show to you what agency it was. Just search up like 9903, just 9903, because that's what it was, right? Or 9983.
53.
53, 9953. And then put CPTDB.
CPTBD.
DB,
Oh,
database.
It finished it anyway.
Let's see. Utah, maybe?
Yeah, 9931 to 9972.
Yeah, it could be.
Yep.
50. Yep, there we go. Donated to Tool Technical University, and then it was auctioned off in August 2022.
So that was
Which
staged then. That was probably staged
it
then.
was, because also if you look at the front of the video, if you go back to the video and you look at where the ramp is, it looks like there's a like a piece. There's some. Oh, I think that's the bag. Okay, that's the bag of the hammock. The fare box is taken out. You can see the fare box is taken out. So clearly it's aftermarket.
So this is probably just like film students doing some weird bullshit.
Which is interesting, yes.
Yeah,
If you look,
and the thing is, I've seen this personality all the fucking time.
oh, the
But
hazards are on.
yeah, but what is unbelievable about this situation is how the fuck would he have been able to tie up a hammock without somebody intervening? Like, how would he have gotten this far in the first place? That's what's unbelievable. Because even when people are generally like, I don't want to fuck around with this, even when people are generally don't want to fuck around with this, they won't let it get this far because most people will know if someone gets this far, the bus ain't moving. So they're gonna. It'll encourage people to intervene much sooner than this. Like at the bare minimum, if he got on and there were no riders and started pulling this shit, the driver would have been like, "Fuck this."
Because he can see through his mirror unless he's like not paying attention to what's going on at all. But like, yeah, it probably seems to be staged because depending on when the video was filmed, if it was after 2022, I mean we're in 2024 now, clearly it would have to be a private owner. Although there is a baby stroller. That's an odd detail to include, a baby stroller over there by the first window.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. But also, like, where's the baby? Where's the mother? Where's the baby?
Could be off to the right, not on the camera, because it doesn't show much off to the right.
I mean, also considering that this is potentially staged, they probably just have various different props for different skits. And they considered, like, it's not especially unnatural to have that sitting there.
Yeah. But not also, like, okay, normally, because I ride the bus a lot. Normally, the mother would be sitting, or parent, whatever, would be sitting right next to the baby stroller, holding onto it, making sure it doesn't like fly off. So, oh, I did see a little bit to the right. If you replay the video again, there was somebody to the right in that seat, right as he's about to flip off.
And that's another thing is
Somebody there?
probably wouldn't sit there.
Someone is there.
Somebody is there. It looks like a male. Because I see a mustache.
The other thing I would say is the guy's stuff and clothing looks too clean to be that kind of crazy person.
Right. I digress on that.
I think you guys are reading a little too much into it.
I mean, I'm reading
opinion.
more into it, but I've been long since convinced this is a staged
I'm
event.
not quite convinced that it's staged.
Again, how the fuck would he have been able to get that far in the first place?
Bus driver not paying attention. There's a lot of bus drivers that just don't pay attention.
The other thing that bothers me is it looks like this guy who's confronting him is himself the bus driver, or at least he's supposed to appear it with the way the jacket and the hat is. But he doesn't actually look like a bus driver to me. Like something seems wrong.
Right. He's also wearing jeans, and no bus driver wears jeans.
Yes, exactly. That's what was bugging me. That's what was bugging me.
Here's another point. How did he get
wouldn't touch him?
Why did he get to this side too?
I was wondering that this whole time.
Why would he be on this side, not the other side? Because if he's coming from the bus driver's seat, he wouldn't.
This is a better recording angle.
Well, yes.
That's the point. But yeah, jeans doesn't make sense. So this guy is coded to be the bus driver, but doesn't actually make sense to be the bus driver because his attire is incomplete. It doesn't make sense for him to be there. It also doesn't make sense for him to touch the person because no fucking way would they do.
Hands off.
Here's the
policy.
thing: hands off policy. If the driver is going to break that, then he's going to go out and fucking tackle the guy. And it's like the light touch makes no sense. It's either hands off policy as he's supposed to do, or he gets completely fed up and fucking lifts the guy and throws him out of the bus.
Right.
Which I was really close to doing one time when I.
Oh no.
It's another Sabrina felony moment.
I wasn't gonna lift the guy. I was gonna as he was moving, I was gonna kick him out. Like when I say kick, I don't mean metaphorical kick him out. I mean literal kick him out. Because this guy would not fucking. Oh my god!
I almost about was gonna mention what I cut out of the podcast last episode. First Sabrina does that, and now she does this.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I guess I do have a few things I can talk about this week as well.
Now you want to think of.
Well, I don't have topic. I have stories of things that happened. On the point of transit bullshit. So when I was on the subway platform to come home, it's not that crowded, but there's a decent amount of people there, and I start smelling the smell of cigarette smoke, and I'm thinking oh man, someone probably just smoked and then walked into the station. But I'm like, no, this is a bit too pronounced. So I look in the direction where I feel I can smell it, because I'm pretty sure you can directionalize smell, at least to a point.
Yeah.
Anyway, and there's this guy, and while I'm watching him do this, he also goes and sits down on the lip to where the train comes in. So the train would not be able to come in if he was sitting.
The platform edge, yeah.
Yeah, the platform edge. Yes, he was sitting on the platform edge, smoking. I saw one of the transit guys coming over, and to confront the guy, mostly said, "Can't sit there," and please put that out. Guy puts out the cigarette. As he walks away, he starts lighting up another one as it goes in front of me. I was pissed. I was
Sabrina about committed a felony.
Almost.
I mean,
she almost forgot she was Canadian for a moment.
Yeah, well, I was at the.
There we go. I'm gonna change Sabrina's nickname to Sabrina the Felon.
I'm not a felon. The Sabrina the Almost Felon is probably a better nickname.
All right. All right.
Anyway. Also, I don't think that'd be felony. That would be self-referential. Anyway, regardless,
Nah,
our laws work
misdemeanors,
differently.
Colin.
Our laws work differently, but regardless, words. The main thing I wanted to do was to pitch the guy out. Just not necessarily attack him, but just like say, man, you're such a fucking asshole. Don't pull that shit here. Everyone else just wants to get home, and you don't have to light up in the middle of the fucking station or other such things. I imagined. Problem is, even though there are transit guys there, the kind of person who's willing to sit on the lip of the platform, the kind of person who's willing to blatantly light up multiple smokes on a platform is the kind of person whose attention you don't want to get.
Right.
Yep.
So I didn't do that.
Good job. Good job,
But
Spring. I'm proud of you.
Here's the thing. In that moment, like, cussing him out would get me unwanted attention. But if I kicked the guy, I'd have enough time to get away. But I still didn't. In the end, as he walked, when the train came by, he was going to be getting on the same car that I was. So I'm like, fuck this. And I walked over and decided to give him the next car. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to put up with this piece of shit. Just looking at him makes me angry. Like, I'm not going to go more on this, because otherwise I'm going to say something that will get me canceled.
Yep.
All right, so you guys have heard me in the past talk about what I call verbal dyslexia, right?
Yes.
Yes.
There is actually a proper word for it, but go on.
So there's this is another me just this time this is on Instagram Reels, because I spend a lot of my time on Instagram Reels and TikToks when I'm just laying in bed. And during my rabbit hole of Instagram Reels, I came across this video.
Okay, unpopular opinion. The spray hand what the fuck? Sand handerizer. Sand sanitizer. Sand sanitizer. Sand sanitizer. Sanitizer. Hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer.
Oh, I just learned something new in doing a bit of Googling. Verbal dyslexia is absolutely a thing. It's actually one of the most common forms of dyslexia. Because dyslexia is a language processing disorder, so it can affect all kinds of language, both written and verbal.
Well, shit. But yeah, I have those moments.
Dysphonetic dyslexia.
I have that.
Is
those moments
ironically self-referential, because you're probably going to cause it. Just trying to say it. Dysphonetic dyslexia.
Dyslexia, dystomolytic.
So I know we're all PC gamers, but I want your guys' thoughts on this. So I've noticed that Xbox has been trying to do this a lot, and they've done this a lot in the past, with like different video games. But what are your guys' thoughts on cartoon-styled consoles? Like right here, we have the Bluey console.
This one specifically, I really, 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 really dislike. Extremely.
Okay,
I was waiting to see which direction that went.
I do
I
not
knew
like
which direction he was getting in. Once he said a certain amount of reallys, I was like, okay, he's definitely going to say dislike.
I wasn't sure at first.
Extremely dislike the design of this, all right? Because think about it. Most of the time, you're going to be looking at this to like turn on and turn off. I feel unnerved if this cartoon thing with big white eyes is staring at me as I'm trying to play Mortal Kombat or whatever, Minecraft or Grand Theft Auto or whatever.
Or Bluey the video game. Not sponsored, by the way.
Or Bluey the video game. But this is disturbing. Highly, like, I don't mind the controller, all right? I think that branded controllers, I'm all for it, all right? Even if they're doing the cringy floss on your controller. I still think that's better than customizing
Can you
or
can you
having the
imagine?
console.
Can you imagine being in a barely lit room and just see two big eyeballs staring dead at
Oh my
you?
goodness. And what if they made it glow in the
Also
dark
known as
too?
having a cat.
Well, yeah, true. But still,
The
this is what? This is supposed to
problem
be a
is this is a
dog?
dog, and that's why it's a
Yeah,
problem.
this is supposed to be a dog. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
just
it's all bad because it's a dog.
it's just disturbing. And
To be clear
also,
for everyone here, it's not that dogs are bad. It's that the experience of having dogs staring at you in the dark is far more unusual, and they're far more disconcerting than having a cat do that, because this is just something that cats do.
And also,
right.
usually, if a dog just stares at you,
Yeah, that's usually when they're
most
gonna hurt you.
times they're about to go fucking ham on you.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, I do not like this look of it. Now, I think that if you just leave it to like colors and things, allow people to customize their own consoles, I think that's much better. Like people put stickers on it, whatever. You're kind of not allowing people to customize it by making it like a full wrap. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. What else do we got?
Do you have any thoughts on the Bluey console, Sabrina?
It looks stupid.
I think
I
I'm
will
the only one
say
here that actually likes it. I kind of like the look. I mean, I get the whole
Oh,
eyeball thing,
now
but the
if I want
design
to
is nice.
hold on, I'm not finished. So, if I wanted to go into a little bit more detail, the idea that a controller's fine, but that console's like, what the fuck? I'm totally on board with that. Like, it's not my thing, but at the very least, I can see like, yeah, just like a Bluey style controller. Yeah, that seems all right. But an entire Bluey console, it's like,
no. Just no.
it's a little too much. Mind you, I also don't. With a few exceptions, I generally don't like themed consoles, and make that as a specific caveat. Themed handhelds are a little bit of a different beast. But even then, it should, in my opinion, it generally should only be first party stuff. So like Nintendo does this all the fucking time, as an example. So you'll have like
Yeah.
Zelda themed, like I have a Zelda themed 3DS and things like that. I'm like, those are generally pretty good. Um,
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning at the beginning. Is that consoles started by doing topics like the games that they play.
hmm.
Like Xbox is really known for making their Halo Xboxes.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. Like that makes perfect sense to me. I think that fits. That's it's also a good, like, it's not so character specific. There's like there's an aesthetic to it that you can just be more general about. So you look at that and it's like it it, it doesn't feel weird to play other games on it necessarily. But for that blue one, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just going to add on to one of your points there that I just thought of is that I'm also thinking about the collector community too. So if you get like a Bluey console, it's less people will not want to play on it because they don't want to either damage it or they don't want to like, ruin it. Whereas with controllers, people are more open to, oh, I'm gonna play on my Pikachu controller today, or oh, I'm gonna play on my Bluey controller or my Mario controller. But having a whole like themed
Yeah.
I'm gonna play on
console
my
is
Bluey
like
Xbox today.
that's a
I'm feeling a little
that's the
quirky.
whole console. That's a whole machine. That's like having a PC, like $1,000 PC that you only use once because like I'm not sure you installed Windows on it or it's a special edition Windows 11 professional Mario themed or something. It's like that's a whole computer. So that's another reason why I think at least that specific thing and just
Yeah.
themed consoles in general are just no.
Like when I was younger, I owned this specific Xbox 360. I didn't have the
Hold on, aren't you still
the
young?
earpiece. Am I still young? Yes. I'm
Yes, like you said,
23.
when you're younger, you're still
Okay,
like too
when I
young.
was a kid,
Okay.
I am an adult now. I can say when I was younger. I
You're
can
not.
legally say
Are you an
when I
adult?
was
I would argue
younger.
that.
I am
I mean,
legally and physically an adult. Mental status is out of the picture.
okay. Okay.
When I was younger, I had a Halo 3 Xbox 360. Unfortunately, I got the 3 ring of death, the 3 red ring of death, and it was.
Red ring. Yeah, I remember that
It's
shit.
worse when it's the 3 rings.
Is that the Xbox equivalent to the blue screen?
Sort of. It just
no,
prohibits
because
you to play it.
because blue screen is just like
That's just normal Windows.
it's a thing that it's a thing that happens. The red ring is basically if there's a problem with the Xbox, if there's a problem with the Xbox, you'll get like one of the lights. Yeah, okay. So one of these 4 lights will go red. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the idea. And the amount of lights lit up, so to speak, indicates what kind of problem it is.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So the usual
three
one
rings is usually
is
the
4.
worst thing.
Yeah.
4 is kind of just like 4 is an easier fix usually because it just means you gotta basically replace the AV cable as you.
I love how it goes from like harmless to like, oh my goodness, this could like literally blow up in the next 2 seconds.
Double ring is also an issue.
It is usually referred to as the red ring of death.
Yep.
Because it's bad.
Yep. Yeah, it goes from all 4 is like, okay, yeah, the cable is not connected, whatever. General hardware failure, yeah, okay, that's not bad. Overheating, this thing might explode. Like, this thing might explode. And then hardware failure.
But yeah, we had the general hardware failure one on ours.
The general hardware failure, it's not even able to diagnose itself, in a sense, because as you can see the two codes, the general hardware failure is unlike the one like it won't display any error code. So this usually means multiple system failure, kind of thing.
Right.
Which is why 3 reds is the worst one.
I can hear Maria's mom's phone ringing from up here with my headphones on. I can hear it through my mic monitoring. Yeah, her phone's ringing.
When Halo was supposed to be only a 3-game series.
Right, and then ended up being more.
Okay, so Ed, have you seen this?
I have not.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna say shit to either of you. This is so weird.
Do you want to give us some
Usually, I'm the naive person who knows nothing about this kind of thing, and it gets shown it by my friends. In this case, it's the reverse. This is very unusual.
Do you want to give us a little lead up to it?
No. I refuse to give any context to this.
Well, for the sake of the audience who doesn't understand why we're playing this.
Because it's funny.
Okay.
Fair enough.
That's all we need.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't want to add any
He's
more.
praying again.
Did you pray today?
It's Sunday night and you're at home all alone. Last night was great. It was our very first date. So now it's time to pull out my phone. I'm gonna send you something real quick. It ain't gonna be a deep pic. No, no. Romance needs clarity, but baby, that don't work for me. I'm sending I send the first text in a cute way, and then I don't reply for 7 fucking days, yeah. You text me one night am I free, and I reply yes. Full stop. I send you a little smiley face, so you send me back a little smiley face. And then I say hey, and so you write back hey, and I say hey what? And you said hey first, and I say okay. Croissant emoji. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen that line before.
And then I show up at your house and I kick your dog, yeah.
The dog dancing.
Those veterinary bills, but then I punch your dad in the dick. Ha 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 ha. Now we're going to a hospital, just me, you, and your dad in the back of an ambulance. And even with your dad's broken dick, the air is thick with
sexual tension.
I'm really sorry for punching your dad in the dick. I won't do it again. You make me shake his hands and promise, but as I do, I ball up my other fist and I punch your dad in the dick again. Punch your dad in his broken dick again. You think I'm sexy? I'm being mysterious. Sending you these mixed messages. You say, stop punching my dad's dick. I say, okay, but then I wink. So you grab both of my hands quick. Stopping my third attempt to punch your dad's dick. Oh, baby, you've played this game before. Too bad, I played a little bit more. You got both my hands, so I use my head. I headbutt your dad's pants in the back of an ambulance. And between the headbutts, our eyes lock as we're holding hands. And we can't help but kiss over your dad's not once, twice, thrice broken dick. I say I love you in a cute way, and then I punch your dad's dick every day. Tell your dad that I'm sorry, but then punch him in his dick again.
Oh my. Why?
I just have 3 words. 3 words to describe what I just watched. What the fuck?
Oh my god. And that's not even the craziest shit that's come from this artist. So the musician, like, he is purely gag musician. Like, all his stuff is weirdly funny kind of shit. This is just what he does. Oh yeah, and but this video was made by somebody. I think this video was made by somebody else, and then he's like, "I love this," and so just makes it official. Anyway,
all right. So
there's so much in this too. Like, if you go in slow mo and see all the things, there's so much extra text, subtext in here, and it's for a fucking gag song like this. Oh, and oh god, I don't want to even talk about the other gag songs. This is my favorite. I don't like the other one quite as much. There's another song called Red Flags, which shows which is technically the prequel when you look at the video bit of things. And it's like them on their first date. And the idea is she gives off red flags because while they're talking, there's like, oh, I like this. Oh, you like this too. Oh, I like this. Oh, you like this too. And then the last thing is like, okay, what's your favorite movie? And then she responds like, full seriousness, no stop, Human Centipede. Oh no. Do you guys not know Human Centipede?
I know Human Centipede.
No, I know Human Centipede.
Okay. Yeah, and so basically the song's like, I'm gonna die tonight. Because
all right,
but as you see from this video, both of them are just monsters. They're made for each other.
So for the audio listeners, so the beginning of the video has like Snapchat styled things. So this first one says, "No, don't kill yourself. You're so sexy, aha," and he's making a face.
Face.
And then there's another one. I don't know why I'm crying in the club right now. Just a quick selfie before I start my day. There's one that's
no.
I just got my first boner, and he's got like, I don't know,
first boner
his hand,
the wrong direction.
It's like also, can we talk about how this guy looks like Jake Gyllenhaal right now?
Bruh. Sort of.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was intended or not. Anyway.
Like, even that smirk is a Jake Gyllenhaal smirk.
Doesn't he have more hair though?
Yes, but I'm sure he's had his hair.
He's like a hairless version of Jake Gyllenhaal.
Right.
I can hear the song while me.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I hate it.
You only heard the song once, and you can.
And I can still hear the goddamn chorus. And I can still hear the goddamn chorus.
Yeah. I've watched this song. I've watched that video a few too many times. It's
I
just
think
like
Sabrina's
what's
upset.
Okay,
Sabrina.
I got another video for you guys, but
Oh,
you don't have to
boy.
show
Oh,
it right
God.
now. You don't have to show it right now. We can do it a little bit later.
Ed, why? Ed, why? Ed, why?
What? What? Ed, what the fuck? Yeah, this podcast is becoming kind of a necessarily a visual experience.
All
Oh,
right,
boy.
so for because I don't have it to show, here is what he sent me, and for the audio listeners, in the video, there's a part where the guy zips up his pants, but right before he does, Ed took a screenshot and just sent it to me, no context.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this. These were unsolicited. Can this count as unsolicited nudes? Oh my god.
I'm getting canceled. I'm getting canceled for this.
He sent me an unsolicited zip up my pants.
Unsolicited?
Tyler said, "Ayo." All right. Unless we have another topic, I was gonna do this video. I'm at the end of the list. Unless we want to go through some of these.
ATS.
Oh, I've got
songs.
lots. to
Oh yeah,
say.
we had ATS. That's right. I was
Yeah.
gonna put the clip for that. I remember why I opened up fucking Safari now. Ed, do you want to lead us into it while I grab the clip?
Sure. So last time on the Pills and Games podcast, we were talking about the American Truck Simulator 1.50 update, which also included Nebraska being released. Now, while I did not venture into Nebraska myself, Will and I did explore the revamped downtown San Francisco area, and I have to say they did a great job at doing that area. There's several hidden roads. There's a lot of cool detail. The subway cars move. There's cable cars that actually like go back and forth on the San Francisco hills. They also redid Oakland. Oakland looks great. It's a really nice revamp, including there's a clip of Will who recorded Bart running through Oakland. Was like every 10 minutes.
god, they added the new train. Oh, and it's blue. Oh, dude, it is. They literally styled exactly like Bart. The only thing they're missing is the Bart logo.
So they have Bart in game now. Yippee.
Yes.
Yes.
The
Will
same
was
exact
literally
style.
foaming.
I mean, the lights are a little. I was losing my shit, dude. As someone who rides Bart almost like not every day, almost like every week, having Bart. So here's what it looks like in game. Now, if we go and not Bart.gov, I didn't know it was a government thing, but cool. Let's see if I can. Cool.
Yep. You search up Bart, it will show you Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
Like, it literally. It's like literally Bart.
Yep. We have
Which
Bart.
I like was losing it when I saw that. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Like they even got the taillights down at the bottom too. Like
Yeah, ATS, they're pretty good when it comes to detail. Like they do a great job. Like they'll go out there, they'll take pictures, videos, whatever it takes to get the best experience possible. They might get a few things off, but they do a great job at recreating the areas they intend to recreate. Major
Yeah.
props to the team at SCS Software.
yeah,
I wonder if they're ever gonna do like an actual like rather than DLC, like a Canada version.
They might.
ProMods exists.
No, I know there's mods.
not
I mean
sponsored.
official. I meant official.
Yeah.
I'm
That'd be
aware
really
there are
cool if
mods
they
for it.
did.
I'm absolutely aware that there are mods for it.
Maybe they might. I think the goal right now is to try to get the entire United States first.
Oh, absolutely.
Or
They need to finish the U.S. before
So-
they even try to start in Canada.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe at some point down the line. I think after the U.S., I think I'm not sure if they're trying to do Canada. I understand there were talks of them trying to do Mexico.
Ooh, that's not a bad
try to do
idea at
Mexico.
all, actually.
Because they have New Mexico, they have Texas, and they could just have it border, like have deliveries in like the first few, I guess, territories, states. Count. I'm not even sure.
I would play this
But yeah.
video, but I'm noticing it's a cover. Here, let
It
me.
is a cover. Hold on. No, don't do this.
Yes.
It's
I
it's
can't.
really
I
good.
cannot-
It's a really good cover.
I can't play. I will play it after the podcast. I cannot have it on the recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know exactly what cover it is, and
Oh,
I
you've
will
heard that
get.
cover?
I haven't heard the cover. I've heard the original, and I really like the original. But the cover, I am risking maybe getting yelled at by YouTube. Spotify is a different story.
Damn. I really want to talk because this is basically this is the trailer theme for a new game that's coming out that I'm really excited for. Oh fuck. Okay, fine. I'll leave it alone. We can talk about it another time.
Sorry, Sabrina.
It's
YouTube
fine.
rules.
Unless in the future we could probably maybe next episode we can kind of come together with topics. We can do a Spotify version and a YouTube version, and YouTube will just be an extended version.
Yep.
Because as far as I'm aware, Spotify doesn't really care.
Well, it's not their platform, so
Yeah. Well, I was more meaning copyright wise.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a few things I can talk about, honestly.
Will, did you have any other comments about the ATS update that you noticed?
Well, I did really like what they did with San Francisco. San Francisco is so much better. So we talked about last episode about the one exit into San Francisco. Because like I hadn't played the beta. I strictly said I'm not playing the beta. I want like a cold open to it. I'm not gonna look at anything besides the trailer. That's it. I went and did a video with Tyler, which I still gotta edit and upload. Where me and Tyler went and drove from Bakersfield to San Francisco, and they actually put the exit that me and Ed talked about. That we hope they added in. They actually put it in the game. So the exit that I found out what exit they were trying to do before the update that they didn't really do a good job of. But the new after the update is amazing. I wish I had some clip to show of it. I just didn't clip anything of it beforehand. But yeah, it is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, the old exit was really it was really weird because you'd be on the bridge and you'd be going like 50 or 55 if you're like a daredevil.
American.
And then it would go from 50 to 30, and if you're driving like a fully loaded tractor trailer, worse if you're driving a double, it's like it goes down to 2 lanes, 30 miles per hour, and you're supposed to somehow get down to that speed and go around this like hairpin circle exit turn thing without hitting the walls, hitting the cars next to you. It just wasn't really doable. Like most of the times I did it, I end up having to drift into the lane next to me, and risk damaging my cargo. But with the new update, with the new exit, it's a lot better. It's scaled better. It's more accurate to the exit they were trying to recreate.
The Bay
Definitely
Bridge even looks a lot better than what it did. I mean, they did really good on it,
Mm.
but like the Bay Bridge, after driving on it, it's just so much better. You actually
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like you're on the Bay Bridge.
It looks beautiful. And even Oakland, they did a really great job.
Yeah.
Will and I were discovering a lot of the roads in Oakland, including some off-limit roads because we're modders. We use mods.
We're cool.
Um,
We're cool people.
so yeah, so we explored like the rest of Oakland that they were modeling, and they actually modeled a lot of roads and buildings in Oakland to make it like a complete experience. And something that we were theorizing is that maybe later down the line they might introduce those roads that aren't currently accessible and add like more companies, more delivery points, maybe more gas stations, whatever,
Yeah.
more roads, more highways in Oakland and possibly the San Francisco area as well.
Like that one road we were looking on, that one main road that we were talking about that
Yeah,
had the
yep,
median in it.
yep.
Like in the morning and the evening, it is heavily run with semis. Like I'm
Uh-huh.
constant like I'll look out my window and I will see semis drive down the road.
Yeah, yeah. I really hope that they end up, I guess, finishing what they started when it came to Oakland, because there were a lot of areas that looked like they could have been put in the main update, but it was like it almost felt rushed, almost
Very
like
much.
yeah. So they only did the 100% complete roads, and even then, I did notice some graphical glitches, like some textures that were glitching. And these are the public roads. So like the left turn only lane marking was kind of like glitching through the road. There were some cracks that I did see in the road in Oakland, but other than that, amazing update, just absolutely amazing.
Yeah. What is your guys' go-to meals?
Ladies
That's
first.
okay. Okay.
Miss, I eat
So
whenever I'm on cam.
yeah, I wasn't eating today though. It seemed
Yeah,
interesting enough.
I took that spot for you.
Yeah. So if it's a matter of like go to at home or go to outside, burgers. Absolutely. Always burgers is my go-to meal.
Very much so.
Just easily enough. At home, usually instant noodles. Now that's like go-to as in like if I don't want to think about things. If I'm at home and it's a go-to meal where I didn't know what to make, but I'm capable of making anything that I have, but I just like undecided, but I am still with the energy to make something, then it's chili.
Dude, chili sounds bomb right now.
Yes. I have this one chili recipe that I've been using for years, and I'm quite content with it.
Yeah, I gotta say, at home, I have this favorite dish that my mom makes for me. Um, and was actually from like this friend of my parents named Doc Cindy. When I was a baby, I was introduced to this dish, and it's called cheesy eggs and rice. Which went in school and brought it up. A lot of people like were like, "Ew, that's gross," and it's like,
Fuck no.
no,
No.
white rice, scrambled eggs, and shredded cheese.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's
It
absolutely a
is bomb. Like just think fried rice without the veggies and like throw in some shredded cheese. Absolute favorite. But like going out, I gotta say burgers.
burger, especially if it's a place you don't necessarily know. It's like to get a feel for what they are. Uh, like burger first. I mean, there are some contexts where I wouldn't do that, but like if they're a place that is like mostly one cuisine, but they have burgers on the side, usually I'll get one of their actual cuisine things. But like a pub, for instance, if I'm going to a pub and it's the first time I've been there, I'm gonna see what their burgers like
Yeah.
before I try other things. If I'm out and I can't really decide what to get, um, then and again, and if there's nothing necessarily familiar or the only familiar things are in a certain category, burgers. But now that I'm saying this, I'm thinking of another category of thing that is a place that I would always be willing to go to. I would almost say probably close to equal with burgers now that I think about it. I still like burgers more, but this is something I do really enjoy, and that's shawarma.
Sabrina loves her shawarma.
I do. We've got a few like solo places which make interesting shawarma, and we've got quite a few chains. One of the I'm not going to say it's necessarily the best. Like the independent places are usually you can get the best stuff from independent places, but a solidly consistent chain, at least in Ontario, is called Osmos, which is pretty freaking good. But if anyone's listening here is from Quebec, then you know Quebec does their Levantine cuisine. Quebec has like 3 really good Levantine cuisine chains that don't exist anywhere else. Which my friend in Quebec talked to me about, and I went there with him and learned, oh, yes, you were correct, in fact. Anyway, that was me getting a little too into that question. Ed.
What about you?
Breakfast.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah. Breakfast.
For breakfast?
Breakfast. I eat
casually like referencing carbs.
Yes. So I do love breakfast. That's not my go-to meal though. I'll have to agree with the whole burger thing because that is usually my go-to any place I go. Is a good burger. Yes, the
Oh
carbs.
my fucking god! I knew it was going to be something stupid.
I need to have that as my Send me that image. I need to download that and set that as my camera image now. Oh my goodness, that's great.
Oh no. You've
anyways,
given Ed more ammo.
Great. The next time we're in extras.
Yes. So burgers are really good. I love a good burger.
Good burger. That's a pretty good movie.
It is a good movie, actually.
Aha!
Good Burger is a good movie.
Another good thing is not just burger, but burger and fries.
Yes.
All right. It's usually kind of hard to mess up a burger. Yet McDonald's somehow manages it. But it's really hard to mess up burger. But fries, it's easy to mess up those. So whenever I go to a place that has burgers, I usually will eat the fries first and be like, is the place good based off their fries? Because if it's a bad fry, then everything else is just not worth getting unless it's like an Asian restaurant where they don't really like that's not their specialty is making fries. Their specialty is making like, pork fried rice, crab rangoon, whatever. But yeah, I'll definitely go with the burgers and fries thing on this. Or like another sandwich. If it's like lunch, I'll go for a sandwich. If it's dinner time, I usually go for a good pasta dish. I love um chicken Alfredo. Be it with any pasta, it could be penne pasta, it could be fettuccine. Add some broccoli in there, and I'm a happy little person.
Well,
Chicken Alfredo is really good too.
Oh yeah, that's.
I will sell my body for some chicken Alfredo.
I don't doubt that.
Oh, let's see. We're running low on topics.
Okay. No,
we'll probably end with oh, you got something?
Yeah, I mean it's a fairly small thing. So I know probably plenty of our listeners, whoever does listen, would probably be familiar with the game. But are you guys familiar with the Paper Mario series? And it's a stupid question. I still have to ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you probably have heard that they just came out with a remake of one of the early versions of Paper Mario. In fact, the GameCube remake of the GameCube one, Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. It was just released yesterday, actually. I don't have my copy yet because I ordered it in the mail. Whatever, doesn't matter. So this is one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, there it is. It's the.
Oh, I was
Never
looking up
article.
something completely different.
I know, but you're on Nintendo, so it just made me think you were looking it up. Anyway, so there is a particular character in this game who anyone who's listening and knows about the game knows exactly where I'm going because I'm a predictable little bitch. So there's a character in the game who, in the original Japanese version and most of the translations, is trans, or at least transcoded. Any explicit mention of this character being trans was taken out of the North American localization, which I didn't know until years later, kind of thing. I found out from clips and from the other trans folks I follow who played the game is they restored the original dialogue and they restored the original conflict this character had actually being a trans character rather than just a cis woman kind of thing. I'm not going to give any details in case anybody wants to play the game. I'm not going to give any details as to who the character is. You may have already seen them in this trailer that Will's playing. She may be on screen now. Anyway. But I am very pleased that her original characterization has been restored, and we're getting some proper representation in what is Nintendo of America has been typically very, very, very reticent to show anything remotely queer in their games. So I'm happy that they've been willing to restore it this time.
Yeah.
Well, that is quite interesting.
Hmm.
I do think it's a step in the right direction for Nintendo.
Indeed. And honestly, if I already owned a capture card, I would probably start playing this game on a stream. But I don't have a capture card, and I can't be arsed to go through the other steps of doing it. Capture cards can be expensive, so fuck that shit.
Yeah, the one I have is just short of $200 USD.
And that's on the lower end.
No, mine's the 4K 4K 60 by Elgato.
Is it an external one?
Yeah. It's
the
external one.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of an internal.
It's HDMI in from what you're trying to capture to, and then the HDMI out goes to your monitor, for example, my center monitor is for my dual PC setup, as I have the HDMI plugged into my tower, goes to the capture card. The capture card then goes out to my monitor, and then there's a USB-C that goes from the capture card to my laptop. Now, I saw a notification today, and it's cool that they have it on here. I don't know why they refer to themselves in the third person, but Nintendo announces plans to open up an official store in San Francisco.
Oh.
They have called it Nintendo San Francisco and will open in 2025 as the second official location in the United States, joining the store in New York City.
That's exciting. Mm-hmm. So we have one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. The Midwest people have to travel in either direction to get.
Midwest will probably go to the East Coast; it's closer to them.
I mean, also keep in mind, Midwest doesn't have much of the population.
Right. Yeah, true. Yes, but still, and plus they'll just get it mailed to them or something.
But, yeah, because everyone buys everything online for the most part,
right.
Unless it's local.
Which is quite interesting. The fact that they are opening a physical store when the general world is going in the direction of online commerce.
Well, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that much because the official stores aren't really acting as like most of the retail sales, even for people who still want the physical media, isn't going to be coming from these stores, kind of thing.
Right.
And they're gonna probably have a lot of exclusive stuff and like events and other kinds of things. I think they already do with their existing stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like as far as just official sales, like most of the big companies will sell their stuff officially through Amazon. Like I pre-ordered my game from Amazon. It is from Nintendo itself. It's not like some sort of third seller or Amazon having purchased it. No, it is Nintendo themselves selling through Amazon, which is like it's fine because I know I could technically buy from Amazon directly, but I've got Amazon Prime, so I don't have to pay for shipping.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we might end it here. I know it's kind of, I know it's shorter from the previous episode, but we didn't really have much on the topic list. We'll try to do better for the next episode. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the Pills and Games podcast. We'll hopefully see you guys in 2 weeks for another one. Praying on it. Usually these episodes, my plan is to get them uploaded. My plan is to have it upload 2 weeks after recording, record 2 weeks after recording. So like say the same week that I upload, I'm hoping to record that same week to then keep the continuous cycle of putting an episode out every 2 weeks.
Okay. Oh, and to make this to make the name of this podcast more accurate, I might as well take my evening medication while on this podcast.
Yeah. Anyway, thank
Please
you guys
note
for
that
tuning in. This
this is
Ed?
legal medication. This is legal medication.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sabrina is not doing drugs
for legal legal purposes.
This is legal feminizing hormones.
Sabrina wants to
The
be
first thing I
whamming.
took was progesterone. The thing I have under my tongue right now, because it's sublingual, is my estrogen.
Sabrina wants to be whamming.
Mm-hmm. Well, I already am, but I want to be whamming body too.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys in another 2 weeks. Thank you guys for tuning in this week. And yeah. See you guys later.
Eat breakfast.
Eat breakfast. 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 Breakfast.